Loki pre-order is Loki pre-order starts today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Artisan.
What up, guys? What up, guys?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Collectors Unite, and we are back. Last week, I had some work, some stuff to do. I really didn't have the time to be here, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, we are back, and with a new artisan out of nowhere after the craziness of Star Wars that is killing us all. At least it's killing me. It's killing me.
Me too.
But I have some things to share. But before that, it's been a while. Teacher Christian, Miss Allison. How's everything with you, Ellen? I know you are planning a holidays. You are asking people for contributions, not money, but for opinions where to go in some cities.
100% I am. For sure. And, big trip coming up, which I'm excited about. I'm super excited. We had some non-Star Wars announcements and releases, one of each. Made me happy after a couple of weeks of heavy Star Wars things and stuff. And I will apologise if I'm looking a bit out of it. I had the delight of spending a couple of hours in the dentist chair today, so feeling a little bit worse for I didn't want to miss the stream, so I'm here and I'm going to do my best to soldier on.
Soldier on. I like that expression. Christian, what's happened with you? How is life with Christian?
All good. All good. I just came back from work. Well, I not actually, but like I had dinner with a teacher there, and then like the talking got a little longer. It got late, so yeah.
But you need to share with the people about, because you are talking, I have a dinner with a teacher. You are dating a teacher, or
no? Just extended work. I started teaching kids English, but like I'm not an English teacher, but I'm like what do you call him? A class teacher, whatever. Like I'm responsible for a class for kids, and then like I teach them like math and some Korean and maybe some Korean. But like in general. So yeah, I became a teacher. So yeah, it's fun. That's fun. But
how was the experience overall?
It's very fulfilling because I just love them. I love the kids. They're so lovely. But the only thing is like
take care.
I think I kind of like overdid myself last week. I totally like damaged my voice, so as you guys can hear, but I was almost nearly this close to losing my host voice. So like yay, I'm still here. So yeah, all good. Yeah, amazing.
And we got a guest tonight, Mr. Mario. How are you, Mario?
Hey, 你好。
你好。
how is it? 晚上好，你在干什么？
晚上好。
Yeah, 晚上好。
早上好。
对。
What's up, y'all? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Are you on the highway?
I am live from the highway, y'all. Yes, sir. I am currently on the 405, heading south to the 605, heading towards Arcadia. If anybody cares to track my location. Arcadia.
No, I care. I'm noting down here.
We care.
So, what I was going to say, let me think.
I think my meds are acting up. I don't know. So.
Your one?
Nah? No, sorry. I just took my meds. I may be a little flimsy. But...
A little flimsy? Christian, what happened to your throat, bro?
I broke it.
How'd you break it?
I broke it. I went too deep.
Oh my.
Oh, Christian.
Jesus Christ.
You're lucky this is an LWO, Jesus.
You see, he buries himself. We didn't say anything. He buries himself.
Let's see the chat. Let's see.
I went too deep, he says. I need to clip this.
Can we get a live demonstration?
Helen is here.
Jesus Mario. Live.
There's a question, man. Christian took it there.
Joao will be cancelled tonight canceled. I promise you. But can we talk about figures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I talk about my week?
Oh yeah, sure.
2017, Bob Dylan. So I had a crazy week at work, and I miss a lot of stuff. Even Star Wars, all those announcements and everything last week. Seems I was completely unaware of the instant pre-orders and everything. Everything went so fast.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen you all week.
And I miss everything. I mean, the 000 didn't get that one. What more? I don't know. It's been crazy because so many stuff coming from Star Wars. I did pre-order Starkiller, Revan. What more? Oh, and I got this week the Vader, the Kenobi, Grand Inquisitor, Reva, and Purge Trooper.
Ah.
How's the Vader?
Sometimes the Vader is amazing, but I fear for that suit. I really fear for that suit. But that's the same thing with all the Vaders. And the only complaint I have is those damn gloves. They need to find a way to
yeah, man.
That thing is a pain in the ass.
I don't even plug them in all the way. They're just hanging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they just stay hanging there.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Anyway.
Well, Helen, I'm sure Helen is so grateful that all the Star Wars stuff is behind us.
Oh,
now, so
she's over the moon with his
Is it really Mario?
Well, it never. Well, from a certain point of view, Helen.
Someone
She's
did a
all over the
breakdown
moon.
of the announcements so far this year. I think I saw that in one of the Facebook groups, and it was like DC and Marvel, I think, had a combined like 5 announcements, and then Star Wars was like 20 something. And I was like, yeah, that feels kind of right.
It will be a year long remembered. It is in the end of DC and Marvel, and it will soon see the rise of Star Wars.
It's interesting that I think from this month we are going to see Star Wars going down. I mean, Hot Toys wise, I don't think we will see much more pre-orders, and I think they are going to throw a bunch of Marvel stuff.
What Marvel stuff? I mean, other than Deadpool and Wolverine, what else can we can expect?
Hawkeye, more What If figures, Guardians of the Galaxy they didn't finish yet.
Oh my gosh!
Artisan Captain Marvel for me. Artisan
Captain Marvel.
There you go.
There are a lot, but one thing is one thing that happened this week and got me a bit worried. Not for myself, but for Christian, was because I was checking the comment of Bob Dylan, was that matter with the MIC thing.
Bro,
because
rest in peace.
Yeah, that's
Christian. Christian as the slave one all paid from them.
Yeah. That freaking sucks, man. Bro,
did they reply to you yet?
Yeah, I sent him an email and I was like, just let me know what happens, and he's like, yeah, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know in whenever. So yeah, I'll just wait. I know some people are like, kind of like, oh, it's like it's chaos. Get your money back. Go to PayPal. No, just calm down. Be a man. Just wait. Yeah.
Christian, I think there's a high chance. I think there's a high probability you won't see any money back. I mean, I hope Michael's able to refund everybody, but I think the chances are pretty slim from what I understand. But we'll see what happens, man.
I mean, like, dude, we've all dealt with TW. I've dealt with TW. Even I got my money back from TW. So, like, I did all my things with credit cards, so I have no worries.
You
can't compare a reseller to like manufacturers. This guy's actually investing money in prototypes, putting the money out there for factories for the work.
I know, exactly. I mean, he's such a wholesome guy. And to kind of just, I feel like all this kind of like, I didn't hear too much, but I saw like one stream and a couple like Facebook comments and posts and like making up all this unnecessary drama. But, like you guys do you, but like it's not that. Wait, yeah, what?
One thing I want to tell you is I want to tell you now. One thing I was telling you was MYC produces in China, like you told me, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the chances that we are going to see those slave ones appear in the aftermarket here in China? That the factory need to sell them?
I would say
because if MYC doesn't pay to them, maybe the factory will need to sell them here locally.
I would say the probability is not that low. There's a chance that'll happen.
So there's a chance that I may get the slave one for maybe 300 bucks.
And then you let me know, okay? And then you let me know. That's what's important here, okay?
I kid you not. I've been searching for slave one model, slave one prototype the whole week on the Chinese listings. I know it will appear sooner or later. But let me go to the chat before we move on. We got here Carlos Burgos. Good morning, Helen, Joan, Christian. No, we didn't write Joan. We write Java. I will be catching the replay as usual, but wanted you send you warm regards to the three of you from New Jersey, USA, the land of the free. To the chat, let's help Helen to get to 1,000. Exactly, let's help Helen to get to 1,000. Noble Young also in the house. How are you, my friend? And Bob Dylan saying, great idea, Carlos. When Helen hits 1K, we will celebrate with a Star Wars marathon hosted on her channel. Exactly. I think at least the original trilogy in your channel, the 3 movies we should watch all together.
I agree.
So what I'll do is I'll press play when I'm about to go on the plane to the US, and you guys can just have a wonderful time watching the Star Wars, and I'll be traveling on my holiday. Make everyone happy.
You are telling everyone you are going to the US. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you land. You have a bunch of stormtroopers and scout troopers waiting for you. And then it will be your nightmare. They will follow you everywhere.
Oh God, I hope not. Probably not. They don't know where I'm going. It's a big country. I'll be fine.
Jay-Z in the house as well. Of course you are happy, Jay-Z. Finally, no more Star Wars talk. Yeah, it's the week. This week it's more Marvel stuff, right?
Wow, Jazzy. We got to meet my man Jazzy. We got to meet my man Jazzy at KellyCon over the weekend, man. It was cool. We got to all get to hang out. What was it?
You met him. Amazing.
Yeah, he came through, man. It was cool. It was cool to meet everybody. Him, Uncle Moose, the movie canon, Giovanni showed up.
Oh, movie canon.
Yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool hanging out with everybody, man. And yeah, that is all. You may continue.
Sorry, I was just adjusting the aircon. We got It's Randall in the house. Good morning. This panel needs 100% puppet.
It does.
How are you, Randall? How are you? We got Tiny Art Guy. First time watching the show live. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you, Tiny Art Guy. Bob Dylan saying he loves the Loki but wants the Artisan. Carol. So does Helen. Yes. Erin Torres. Hello. Hello, Erin. How are you? Punisher XS. Yo, hello. How are you? Toy Collector. Happy Friday, everyone. Cinematography. Hello, everyone. Rhymestein Fan 679. Audi to everyone from Texas. Hey, Jay Cruz, a member of the channel. Hello, friends. Hope everyone is doing well. And Mike saying that the Loki looks damn good. Thankfully, I'm not a Loki fan, but it does look good. Although I think the sculpted one still looks better in my opinion. Lane Kramer in the house. Hey guys, this morning. Hope everyone is doing good. I saw God Loki. I may try for it, but lol, Dark Side event already got me. He got Mole. Oh, I got Mole too with a speeder bike. I know the name isn't Speeder Bike, but let me call it Speeder Bike. I got Mole, Raven, Starkiller, and Loki Artisan on order. I didn't got the Loki Artisan. I got the sculpted one. I'm okay with the sculpted.
Oh, you got it?
And I tell you that, yeah, I pre-ordered with kit the sculpted. The sculpted is available everywhere. You don't need to Don't need to. Let me tell you, I don't know if people will be happy with that rooted. I'm seeing some figures that the rooted looks cool, but to maintain, if you need to maintain 3-4 figures, okay. But when you need to maintain maybe 20 figures, and you need always go with the brush and with water, it's a pain in the ass. But maybe Bob Dylan can open a workshop and teach us about this.
Oh, yeah, but it's not just that. The sculpted ones for me. Sorry, Mario. I feel like with a couple of these figures, the hair color looks more accurate on the sculpted. Like this Loki, the rooted hair looks very brown, and it was the same with the Scarlet Witch. The hair looked really light. So there's a couple of them that I've looked at the sculpted and gone, oh, actually, might be sacrilege, but I actually think I prefer the sculpted as well for a couple of these.
No, Draw, you've got a few rooted hair in our figures, man. Do you find yourself messing with the hair all the time, or you set it up once and forget it?
Can you repeat that again?
So do you have a few in our figures with rooted hair, right?
Okay.
Do you find yourself having to maintain the hair every so often? Yeah, I have it.
Not maintain, but for example, the Heath Ledger Joker, right? The hair looks always much better if he has that wet looking.
Yeah.
When the hair dries completely, it doesn't look as good. So
right.
I try to keep it with the way it came from. That's why in art doesn't use only water. They use some kind of I don't know what's that.
Styling product.
Some kind of
styling product, something like that.
A gel or something.
Some pomade or something. Yeah. Hair product. Yeah.
But I mean, you already see now how many. Let's say if you got the Scarlet Witch, then you got the Jack Sparrow, Luke, Anakin, Joker, Loki. It's a lot of rooted stuff, and we don't know how is the rooted from Hot Toys, right? And up until now, we are just pre-ordering on a wish, on a hope, because we saw Anakin looking horrible on a sideshow showcase. Anakin was horrible. We saw Joker looking horrible also in 1 or 2 showcases. So,
but I wonder too, Drew, if they will also be adding similar product to what InArt adds to the hair. Because
I'm sure they will.
After looking at some of these pictures from the prototypes in the shows, the hair looks a little dry, as if nothing's in it. So I'm wondering how they're actually holding the style, you know?
I don't know. I just think there are some figures that, okay, I know Bob Dylan will not agree with me. There are some figures that benefit from rooted, others may not benefit. Not only, I'm not talking about they looking good or not, but the work that you may need to do to style the hair. For example, I would agree with the Scarlet Witch that seems it's easier, or a Bo-Katan that is a straight hair that you don't need to touch too much. But Luke, Anakin, I don't know. Let's see. And it's curious that Anakin is the only artisan they didn't do a sculpted version. They did every figure with sculpted version. Anakin, no.
For some reason.
I think we'll probably get a sculpted version later down the line, because the 20th anniversary for the Revenge of the Sith is next year?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it for the Sith. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll see something. If not, we may see something for the Kenobi show, some sort of dark side version, sculpted or something. Who knows? But it's definitely a possibility, man. Those figures are due for some sort of upgrade 2.0 or something.
Yeah, and before we move on, I just want to touch on one thing. I know it doesn't count as artisan, but how do you guys evaluate the Wonder Woman that was, kind of released?
It's not artisan,
how many months ago?
But looks beautiful. I think looks beautiful.
Mario,
not only looks beautiful, but it's difficult to find it at any good price. It's very high priced now.
I think I kind of see it like, I don't know if you guys understand my reference, but I see that Wonder Woman like John the Baptist, in which John the Baptist basically paved the way for Jesus Christ. The same way how this Wonder Woman paved the way, exactly. It's the same way that Wonder Woman paved the way for the artisan editions to come out. So, I mean, precursor, I guess, not really official artisan, but I'm curious to know why they didn't start with that Wonder Woman. I mean, the only thing was just the wool hair. I guess is the only thing that could possibly identify it as Artisan, but it doesn't have the rolling eyes or anything like that. But I don't know, man.
So, would you agree with Joel that Wonder Woman was a banger?
Oh my!
I'm not. I didn't say a banger. I say looks beautiful. Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh wait, actually, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Christian,
I said it was beautiful. Looks good. Not. It's the best figure in the world.
Okay. Let me rewind.
Christian,
So,
be careful.
Mario, would you agree with Joel that Wonder Woman was a beautiful piece, like 10 out of 10?
It's a good looking figure. I think the sculpt is great. The way they did the hair, everything about it was really good. 10 out of 10. I don't give it 10s out that easily.
No.
So I don't own the figure, so I really can't give it that kind of score. But just looking at it from looking at it from afar, it looks like a solid 8 to me.
All right. Thank you.
We got Joan Thorne also in the house. Went to Sideshow, can't find it. It's not up yet. Loki is not up yet, Joan.
No, not yet.
Loki is only up at 1 p.m. EST, is it?
Yeah.
1 p.m. EST.
What time is that for us?
That's
is 1 a for me 1 a.m.
Oh,
1
okay,
a.m.
2 a.m.
for
for
me.
me. Yay.
Draw the line saying that the Vader should have magnetic gloves because he has no articulation. It's true. And Jay-Z is ready for another shit show Artisan drop today. No way. Brian Wong in the house. How are you, Brian?
Hey, what up?
Loco Lou as well. What's popping? People, that guy Mark, the people that PO those slave ones will probably still get it on the low. I hope so. There's also that hope, right? That they come through with that slave ones just through the back door.
We'll see. Mario.
It's a chance. We got Equan as well in the house. How are you, Equan? We got Loki Collector, Calvin. Good morning, everyone. How are you, Calvin?
Hey, Calvin.
Sunnyval Russ. Good morning, folks. And AJ saying, unfortunately, Ellen won't be anywhere near my area, almost as far south as you can get from me in the US. Oh. And Bob Dylan saying, please visit West Florida, Helen. We have a lot of Greek Aussies. Jesus. West Florida, Greek Aussies. Is this a... YGB saying, a sculptor looks better. How are you, YGB? Yomo in the house. I was just thinking about when Hot Toys would make this figure yesterday. It looks really good. It does. Putzing, exactly. Probably it was me. If any issue with English is always me. Joker is not even out, exactly. Joker is not even. Ishui big boobs, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine as snatched this Loki. Breaking the norm, I haven't been able to catch a live in a minute. What's up, everyone? How are you?
Yo.
Is the crown going to damage the rooted air? I think today here in China, the groups, they were speculating that the crown would beat some kind of magnet. But I don't know how the crown attached to the hair. We got Akira also in the house. I'm late. Hey, Breda and crew, you are just on time. We got Jose Hernandez. Hello and good morning, everyone. Hello, Jose. How are you? And Cairo, the crown is magnetic. Okay, thank you. And Bob didn't say, I'm a little surprised Yuan seems to have left the Artisan team. Oh, the Hot Toys one. She stopped sharing Artisan releases like the Luke and Loki. Maybe she was not doing a good work. I don't know. Who knows? Figurecraft in the house. Good morning, fellow collectors. Kids sick from school, so happy to join. How are you, Figurecraft? Hope your kids feel better soon. Okay, Cairo saying that Hot Toys states in the description that it is indeed a magnetically attachable. Okay, cool. So
that is awesome.
That's good news for sure. So we do got this Loki ear. I found funny that they still using the cardboard in the back. But I think this likeness I like. I really like the likeness. I'm not a big fan of Loki. I haven't watched even season 2, but I can appreciate this, and I know, Ellen, you are. I mean, were you expecting this version of Loki? Because you watched season 2. I haven't watched it, so I'm not even familiar with God Loki. What's your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I think so, because I mean, for the vast majority of the series, he's kind of in regular clothing, and sorry if this is spoilers, but it's been out for long enough. He hasn't really had a definitive sort of uniform or look the way he's had in other movies, and this is like the culmination of Loki's arc in the MCU, him becoming the god of stories. I think that scene, and I love the way they've captured it with the strands of time, which are the plastic things you see him holding, and the throne. Like, that's an epic moment in the series. So I love the fact that they've given you all the accessories you need to create that scene. I think that would make a really amazing display. But Loki season 2 was fantastic. Like, if you haven't seen it, I do strongly recommend watching it. And I think a lot of people were hoping that not only would we get this Loki, but perhaps some of the other characters, like Victor Timely or Ouroboros, the different look for Sylvie. I think the thing that surprised me was not that they did it, but that this was the choice for an artisan Loki, because I think a lot of people had speculated or really hoped that Hot Toys would do a Loki. He's kind of got that longer hair that makes sense to have an artisan look. But I guess this isn't where I expected it to be. I guess there is the upside that, you look at this outfit, it's predominantly material, so having him sit in this throne, I wouldn't expect it to cause any damage. But I think a lot of people had hoped maybe we might have gotten that Avengers look, but I can understand why they didn't do that. That second Avengers Loki only came out, I think, last year. I know here in Australia it's a pretty heavily discounted figure, so if it wasn't this, I guess maybe I'd thought like the Thor 1 movie look where he had like the big silver sort of helmet instead. I think that might have been really cool to do. But I think it makes a lot of sense. Popular character. Will we see him again in the MC? I don't really know, but if we do, this is his character now. He is the god of stories. So I think it makes sense. And I think, not gonna lie, gives me some hope that maybe some of these other Marvel properties that haven't had announcements as yet, maybe I will get something from the Marvels later on, or not. I don't know. It still gives me hope. But I think, as you said, Joao, the likeness, I think this is the best Tom Hiddleston sculpt that they've done. My only question with the artisan one is just the colouring of the hair. I don't know if it's just lighting in these promo pictures, because it looks a little light to me. When I look at that sculpted one, that feels like a bit more of an accurate hair color, but I can see this being a really sought after piece. It'll be really big in a display, so I hope everybody's buying it. It's got the room to display it with all its bits and bobs, but I love that you get both the throne and the base. You've got lots of options for how you want to display this, and it looks fantastic.
Now, it's interesting that the sculpted version, the hair color is way darker, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Way darker. I'm checking here. This is the sculpted one. Yeah, the hair is way darker. I don't know. I think at this point, Hot Toys, they were already on the way to master a sculpted hair. Because lately their sculpted hair is looking way better than before.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let me just ask here, Helen, because you saw the season 2 Loki, would you expect any other figure from that, or any other figures from the season 2 to come from I don't know which what they could even make? Because
and this is the really interesting thing, because I kind of get the impression that as much as that Sylvie figure was really good, I don't know if it was a big volume seller. So there was part of me that goes, as much as the people who watched the series really loved it, I don't know if you'd get the volume of sales. I think a lot of people would really like a Mobius to go with Loki. I think that would be a really great companion piece.
That'd be cool.
Particularly, there was the episode where they kind of went back in time and they were in sort of a bit of a, not period costume, but a more dated suit. I think they were in Chicago in the early 1900s. And I think people were like, oh, I want a 2-pack of Loki and Mobius, but I don't know how much two guys in suits would sell. I think Hot Toys maybe not really going as deep into lines as they used to, but I think the really diehard fans would want Mobius. I think they'd want Ouroboros. I think they'd want Victor Timely, and I think they'd want the new look for Sylvie. But if they're going to go there, I don't really know, because it took them this long to do the Loki, so it makes me wonder, are we going to see anything else from this line? I wouldn't be surprised if this was it and they didn't do anything else.
The throne looks really interesting.
I agree. I feel like it's one of the like best works they've done with the throne pieces. I mean, I count like the Palpatine.
Really?
Yeah, just that kind of like this vibe. It gives a very, I don't know, like.
I think that Wakanda throne, man, it's kind of hard to touch. They did an amazing job of that. Me personally, that's what I think. But I mean, this does look pretty damn good. I haven't really seen too many photos of it, just because I'm, woke up a little late this morning, didn't get a chance to check it out and dissect it yet. But I think the sculpt, to me, from what I saw, the sculpt looks there's something off about it. At least I think.
Really?
I mean, it looks great. It looks phenomenal. But as far as the likeness is concerned, I think the President Loki might be the best one. I think
That's interesting.
That was a good one too.
that was a really good sculpt. But I mean, overall, what I've seen from this figure, man, it looks amazing, man. I love the tailoring and it has a presence to it with the throne and with all those extra accessories, something that you were talking about, with those extra timeline pieces. It really brings some sort of shelf presence. But I'm wondering if this version of Loki is really worthy of an artisan edition.
That's a
I think
good question.
considering given the characters that we've received in the artisan line already, they've been, somewhat heavy hitters. I mean, Loki is a heavy hitter, no doubt. But this particular version makes me question it. Like, why would they pick this one instead of Helen, like you said earlier, like an Avengers version? Even though the Avengers version Loki is kind of too soon, Hot Toys don't give a shit about that. They give us Mandalorians as a new Mando as soon as they release like another one. They show improvements for another figure and for something that was just recently dropped. So they're not going to care whether or not if the Avengers version just dropped. But hey, we developed something better that could be worthy of an artisan edition. We're going to give you an artisan Loki Avengers. That would sell. That would go quick, I think. I'd be all over that. For me personally, I would love that. But I'm glad that they didn't. And I think this is a pretty good representation. But I really want to finish the series to see whether or not if this is, because Helen, the way that you were describing Loki, how this is basically, it seems like the culmination of everything that he went through in the MCU, that this could be the definitive version to have. So I'm curious to look at that myself.
And that's the thing, because I think because it is the end of the arc, so I can get from a perspective, like if this is the last time we're seeing Loki, that's why they've gone for this look. Maybe we'll get more artisan Lokis. I don't know, pure speculation from me. But this is the thing. I think a lot of people, particularly that Thor 1 line that is very dated, it's had big issues with leather. I think a lot of people do like that look for Loki, and I was wondering if we got something, if it would be that. But I think, as I say, will this be the only artisan Loki? Maybe not. I mean, I think it's a character that sells, right? And I mean, this is pure speculation of, will we see him again, won't we? But that ending to season 2 of Loki and this scene that you see here, it was a pretty epic moment. As I said, I thought they'd make the figure, didn't think it would be artisan, but we'll see, right? Like, it is interesting because I think some of us are trying to work out, is there a bit of a rhyme or a reason to what gets an artisan treatment? And I personally can't really work it out. If someone has a theory, would love to know what your theory is, because for me, it just seems like, is it a popular character? Yes, we'll make an artisan. I don't really know what else, because like if you just wanted to get the artisan line, they're not really things that go together. And another reason why I wonder if this is the only thing we're going to get from this series is because if you've got the artisan, And then you've got something like Sylvie, and she's got the sculpted hair, or a Victor Timely, and he's got sculpted hair. I think both of them would benefit from rooting. I've always kind of had the thought in my head of, it's not a great look if you've got one and it's like the Supremo model and everything else is like the standard.
But the thing is, and I was listening here to checking here the comments. Not everyone agrees with this. Bob Dylan saying that this is the most worthy of all Lokis. Peter Coca-Cola saying not worthy of Artisan version. We got here some different opinions about this. That guy saying that a lot of pressure on Artisan Anakin to show what they can do with Rooted. Not only Anakin, I think also with Joker too. Joker will be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
But Shiny has here a good comment because just now, how are you, Shiny? He was asking about if there was any photos of Loki without the horns, but there aren't any. So maybe you cannot remove them. I mean, they will not come installed from the box, but probably the forehead will have some kind of attachment with the magnets, so probably you cannot use this Loki without the horns, because there is no photos with him without the horns.
Yeah, but they're magnetic to the. I don't know.
But my question is, do you really need to remove the helmet?
I don't know, because I never saw. I don't know if he ever was used in the TV show.
If this is the ultimate
Only Ellen
look
can
for
tell
this
us.
show.
You need the
Why
horns.
would you even think about removing the helmet? Is my question.
Because maybe someone would like to use this head sculpt in other Loki.
So you pay about like what, $500-$600 for a sculpt. I mean, this is not customs. You know what I'm saying, right? So I don't know. I feel like I may be the only one, but I feel like even if the helmet doesn't come off, I think it's still a banger. I'm sorry for it. I don't know. But yeah.
Are you going to get it?
Me? If I was MCU fan, 100%, but I am not. So, but I do appreciate the art, 100%. I do.
I like his.
I think
I
the
like
gold
his kind of
and
the
the
sandals.
green, it just looks
No
very
shoes?
luxurious.
No
And
shoes. He has no shoes?
what is that? Isn't that shoes?
Yes, that I don't know what shoes are these. Some kind of sandals or what's these?
Really?
Some kind of like
But no,
slippers?
no
like
socks.
loafers.
There are no.
They look
loafers,
like
yeah,
those
no socks.
indoor slippers that my kids wear in class.
I was gonna say your kids.
Yeah.
No, these are loafers.
Yeah,
But anyways,
Wow.
they look very comfortable.
What is a god?
They don't look worthy of a god, to be honest.
Wow, how dare you?
I think a god should use something. I think Loki should use something like let me see, like these ones. These would be worthy of a god, not those ones.
Wow.
This should be for Loki,
Wow.
in my
Okay.
opinion.
yeah, sure.
Or something like this.
Okay, here we go again.
I love
Surprised Joel's
shoes,
not
you know.
critiquing the chair. Would be a great.
No, I like the
opportunity to
chair.
show
I
off
like
some
the chair.
product.
I like the share. Let
I
me
think
see
you
here.
missed my point.
Yeah.
AJ also says loafers, pop culture living rooms. Costa, if you use the term artisan, it should be more than just rooted air. It should be premium everything. Forget about that.
Yes.
It's already clear that artisan is just a normal figure with hair.
Yeah.
With rooted hair, nothing more. There is no difference in accessories, no difference in materials. It's all the same until now, but just with rooted hair.
So Do you guys think that the extra $150 is worth it then for that?
I think it is,
to
because
what you pay for a
if you
custom
compare what you
figure,
pay for
yeah.
a custom rooted figure, yes.
But even though it's the same materials, I mean, if you can, I guess what I'm saying is that you can basically outsource the sculpt. I mean, I think a lot of us know Tina's the go-to. Hopefully some others, can be more exposed because Tina's hella busy right now, I'm sure. But I don't know, man. For an extra $150 just to have that rooted hair, I personally think the Artisan line should offer more premium features, like what Costa is saying, man. Rooted hair alone, I don't think is enough. I mean, if anything, I mean, hopefully the paint apps are superior, right? I mean, we see the paint apps within our figures, man. They look fantastic. I mean, so hopefully they can up their game, with improved paint apps, within the Artisan, and more premium materials, man. I mean, I don't think the rooted hair is going to be like a long-lasting gimmick. I mean, not to say that's a gimmick, but I mean, the selling point of the rooted hair alone, I don't think should be it. So, because if they're going to offer a sculpted version alongside with it, why would you want the Artisan other than the rooted hair if it's going to be the same thing?
Exactly. I mean, I agree with you, Mario, but like, we all know rooted hair doesn't cost that much as in material-wise, but what we're paying for is the artistry. What these people like put their work into it, how they curl it, how they dye it, and how they style it. So that is what we're paying for. And 150 seems a lot for us. It is, because we usually pay about 300 for a full figure, and you have to almost pay a half of another of that just for a rooted hair.
Correct me if I'm
wrong. I do agree they should be offering more. I do. It's just I just have to accept the reality that this is a money-making company. That they'll just try to cut ways and easy routes in every single way that they can until they realize that their sales are not cutting it anymore. People are realizing, you guys are not offering enough, ergo, we don't buy your shit.
Well, at the same time, I do have to also critique InArt as well, because they're doing the same thing. But I think now that we have some figures in hand, we're kind of starting to see the quality of their rooted hair. But I don't think the cost difference is as high as Hot Toys compared to the sculpted to the rooted.
Yeah.
Is that true, John? Do you recall, John, off the top of your head, if that's the case?
Sorry?
He's occupied.
Oh, Draw, do you recall that if InArt has a similar delta to Hot Toys, where it's a $150 difference between a sculpted and a rooted version for InArt?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think with the Paul Atreides, wasn't it about $100 US difference? I didn't think it was a huge difference. I think it was 100. We were having that conversation to say that the price difference, for the rooted, it's more value given it is only $100 price difference, and you're not getting someone to root your head sculpt for $100 US.
Yeah. And the same advantage too is that we already know the work that they can do. So for $100 difference, then I mean, considering the product that they're putting out with rooted hair, I think that it's a little bit more. I guess a little bit more of a value. It's still expensive, but I know, Christian, like what you said, if we're going to take it up to customize, we're not going to get for $100. We're probably not going to get as good a job as we would get from InArt, or $150 as we would get. So I'm a little, I guess, a little skeptical about how Hot Toys can deliver with their rooted hair. I'm hopeful because I got a few of them on order, but I just don't. I just hope that it's a big difference between what they have now and compared to InArt. I hope that their game is closer to what InArt is putting out than what they released previously, as far as the rooted hair is concerned.
Don't get me wrong. I agree with you 100%. It's just with me, it's just I just accepted the reality of not giving too much hope on Hot Toys. I just have to, or else it's gonna be it's just be chaos just for me. So yeah.
But what do you mean? What do you mean not giving much hope? I'm not disappointed with them.
No, it's like I'm not disappointed with them, but like at least with I think last year at least I had the hopes that with NR coming in, Hot Toys would up their game not only by adding, rooted hair artisan line, but actually give us a luxurious premium, like material or bodies or something else. Something else. I mean, we all had that talk so many streams with J&D coming in, whatever coming in, and we always said, yeah, wait until Hot Toys does this. Wait until the big guy comes in. You guys are all done. NR and J&D, you guys are paying for whatever. It's like, yeah, just wait for Hot Toys. And what do we have here? Honestly, like we all said,
Hot Toys is
rooted hair,
Hot Toys
and that's
is
it.
giving you
Nothing else.
Hot Toys is giving you an option if you want the rooted hair.
Yeah, but Christian, at the same time, they've been improving elsewhere. Their sculpts are getting really good.
That is true.
Their sculpted hair is much improved compared to a couple of years ago, man. So I think Hot Toys have been actually improving overall. They're looking really good. Look at the Ahsoka line.
I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure that if Hot Toys committed to do 10 figures a year, no one would compete with them because they would be the best figures ever.
It'll be just art. It's just an art piece.
Okay?
Yeah,
but now imagine one thing. Think about this. Hot Toys, it's not just the brand. It's the number of stores they have. It's the marketing they do. It's the distribution. It's the market they already have worldwide. They need to always to be in a price point that will not push them too far from the average collector, because the average collector that is willing to spend $300-$400 per figure, but it's not every collector that can spend more than $400-$500 per figure. And Hot Toys needs to reach a production number, a quota, for them to be viable for them to produce, because of the number of license they need to pay, the number of license they acquire, the number of actors they need to, the actor likeness, brands. There's a lot. It's too big of a brand. And we got a special guest here with us tonight. For the first time in Collectors Unite, I present to you no other than Costa.
And you're blocking it.
Hello!
Oh, yes, I am.
the comments.
Jesus Christ.
What's up,
Sorry.
brother?
Yo, what's up?
Loud? Was that too loud? Hold on. Let me fix this. How's it going?
Is it
Yeah,
really
I'm
Costa?
off today. I am I'm gonna be on my way soon to my daughter's college graduation.
Oh,
So-
congratulations.
College graduation.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I'm that old. I'm old enough. I actually have 3 kids in college.
That is unbelievable.
So it's a lot of money going out, and my Hot Toys are suffering from the Hot Toys.
Yeah, but one of them is
Or maybe your
graduating,
kids are
bro, so it
suffering.
opens up the budget. One of them is graduating. That'll open up the budget, bro. So there's light. There's
Yeah,
light
that's
at the end of the tunnel, man.
True.
Well, you got to understand that life after college nowadays, it's rough out there for these kids. It's not like when we were, younger. But yeah. Anyway, so I thought I would join. What's up, everybody?
What's up,
no.
Costa? How are you?
And I want to be clear about what I was talking about with the artisan. I'm talking about, like, when it comes to leather goods, like, there should, if we're talking artisan, like, I believe in art, if they would not use pleather. Have they used pleather? I don't know. I would think that they wouldn't use pleather on any of their stuff.
They did.
have it.
Gandalf does have the blue belt. That is a kind of pleather.
Oh,
Okay. But maybe it's coated.
Yeah, coated. It's coated.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. But yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking. Or to me, it's like, don't call it artisan. Just call it rooted. We're like, hey, do you want the rooted version or the whatever? I know they want to be all fancy.
Yeah.
Because like when you put the picture of Artisan in your mind, it's like, oh, I'm getting the tippy top of everything. We're gonna have die-cast weapons. We're gonna have, leather this and like very well made, that. Like, so that's the only thing that I was saying. I know there's, Bob Dylan and the guys talking about the cost of getting it rooted afterwards. Yeah, it's it's cheaper to get the Artisan. But then let's talk about limited. Like I hate I've been collecting since the late 80s, and I've done all the stuff with limited edition and exclusives and this. I wish they would do it like Mondo, have it up for a certain amount of time. If you want it and you can get it at that time, that's it. You can get it at that time, and then they can, see their numbers, and it's been working for Mondo. So I just hate for like, people to have to pay double or triple down the line, because I've done that. Anyway,
I mean, cause I
That's
agree
fair.
with you. Like for on your first point, they really should just label it as rooted option, not like artisan. But the fact that we're actually having this conversation just proves that it was very good marketing choice. So like, yeah, we just gotta accept it. They're a company that wants to make money, and yeah, talking about distribution, Hot Toys did open a offline store in Korea here, and I think I might visit maybe on this weekend, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, after LWO, or maybe Sunday. I don't know. So yeah, they're just expanding everywhere. So they gotta make money, and maybe for us, these artisan figures are pricey. They are pricey, but their margins may be pretty narrow. I don't know, but that will.
Didn't
Yeah,
they also just open a store in Singapore as well? Wasn't that recent?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me just say goodbye to Mario, because he's arriving to work, right? You are arriving at your working place.
I just pulled up tonight, man. But hey, I'll see you guys tonight, right? Or tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
After a while, in LWO at 10:30 EST, 10:30 p.m. EST here in my channel. Mario, see you later. Have a good working day, and take care.
All right, we'll see you guys.
See
you
you,
guys have a
Mario.
good show.
Have a great day, dude.
Take care, brothers. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Later.
Let me just catch up here with the chat, because I'm way far. Marco in the house 16 is saying these all sell out, so they have no incentive to innovate beyond the rooted air, which we don't even know it will be good. Yeah, that's still a question, and it's true. But I think this selling out is it's because of the limited edition. It's because of the sideshow now giving you the pre-order in the same day they goes to announcement. Everyone goes crazy. If you are in doubt, should I get it or not? Normally you will get it, even if you are in doubt. That's why you see so many people then selling them afterwards, because I thought I wanted, maybe I don't. But this is what Hot Toys wants and what Sideshow wants. They want this. They want a quick cash to go to their hands faster, because they will have that pre-order secure. Equan saying, we all know the 8-year-olds in the factory aren't getting paid 150 for their routing. They probably get 10 cents. 10 cents, I would doubt that. Maybe 5 cents and the candy.
I'm guessing just lunch, probably.
Lunch once per week.
they'd be lucky if they get candy.
You would be surprised.
You gotta be a top performer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You'll be surprised how many days children can go without eating. Their bodies are well capable of endure.
Very resilient.
And I hope this is not out of from experience living in
very
China.
Resilient
Joao.
body. My kids are fat. You are crazy or what? Because they only drink water. They are fat from water. Fearcraft feeling hopefully here on the price. I think because the materials are mostly cloth, it may be surprisingly less. That's why they added the throne and defects. Oh, there's no price yet. I can tell you the price. I can tell you the price. At least here in Hong Kong. Let me see. I thought the prices were out.
I only know the very marked up to Australia because we don't have other options price, which is around $900. So happy days.
Yikes.
Yeah.
God Loki.
That's the bummer.
They only have the price for the
China?
The sculpted.
Oh, okay.
So the sculpted is in US dollars, no more, no less than 235. Then if you add the sideshow tax and so on, it will go. I think it will go around 285, 280 for the sculpted.
Now, for a DX figure, that's not too bad.
This is a DX.
Why you say a DX? Because of the box. What does this have that is?
It has the premium boxing, apart from the regular figure.
Okay, as the throne, the share, the metallic share. Okay.
I love the premium boxing, which will end up in your closet. In your premium closet, guys.
And you'll never see it again.
Inside the premium shipper.
Yep. It's wrapped in gold.
YGP, the cost difference is the same, around 150. Yeah, Bob Dylan is saying the in-art pole was a 115 difference between rooted and
right. Yeah.
That's good. That's not bad.
That paint could chip on the sculpted hair. Wool hair would last longer than plastic. That's also a good point. But many people don't like the rooted. Don't like to mess up with rooted hair. He's keeping his expectations low. Let me see what we have here. Erwin Torres, how are you? There was someone that appeared here just now that just arrived. TX Boy 210 Morning Collectors, how are you? And he's saying crazy getting artisans so close together. Likes to be almost announcement each week. Gotta be more selective than ever. Completely. You at this moment you already cannot go jumping through lines. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, doing everything. Now it's possible if you have a huge place and you have a lot of money. Bob Dylan saying it's not only the cost of routing, it's also added time and effort. I have to ship the sculpt to an artist, wait months and pay for return shipping. Added risk of getting it lost or damaged. Yeah, this is.
But Tina loses.
As you say, this is cost effective and convenient.
I'm pretty sure Tina's just moved into Bob's house at this stage, so that's fine.
Tina, right?
Tina actually lives right like 20 minutes from me. She lives at where I used to.
Really?
I lived in. She lives in a place called it's Media, Pennsylvania, where I lived for a while. In fact, that's where the Greek church is. When I grew up, that's St. George's. That's where. So yeah, she's close by. So maybe I wouldn't have to pay for shipping if I was to get my Bo-Katan rooted.
That's handy.
Figure out.
Yeah. Shiny is asking, what are you doing in the purple puppet's house?
What do you mean?
I love it.
Randall, he's here.
You guys, it's me, Randall. Did you miss me? Big Breda. How's it going, Big Breda? You know why they call him Big?
Good.
Because he's smart. He's a smart man and he's got a big brain.
He's Randall.
And there you go.
Amazing. Do you know that he Costa actually has a tutorial how to build this puppet in his channel?
Really?
Yep. On Randall's channel.
I gotta watch that.
That's how the original channel had like 3 puppet making videos, and then it's not what I don't know. I started going more into other things, and then I'm gonna buy the Loki Artisan so I can sell it for $2,500. Papa needs some more Star Wars, right, Allison? More Star Wars.
Always more Star Wars.
Randall is a scalper. Congrats, Costa, you reached the parenting finish line. It's true. You really reached the parenting finish line. I still have some years ahead.
Bob, I have a 9-year-old.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I still have a long way to go.
Oh my.
That's what happens when you're older and you you get into a new relationship and you get married, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know if we're good with the kids we have, right? Yeah, we're good with the kids. And then surprise. Yeah, but it's a good surprise. Good surprise.
Exactly.
My little
Figurecraft saying hi to Costa, as well as Movie Canon. Hello, Costa. Bro Collector saying what a panel. Shiny, Inart unfortunately used pleather despite saying they wouldn't. Yeah, in some parts here or there. Let me
give him some
see.
slack.
They have
I mean,
hype machine.
that's okay.
370 in Hong Kong. Oh, it's 370. Our YGB saying it's 370, so like 450 on Sideshow would be the rooted.
Oof.
DX40 and DX41 Artisan Edition are the model designations. And Big Rib, hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. How are you, Big Rib? I hope Randall goes to the graduation today, says my 166 Marco. You will go for
I wasn't invited, these bastards. There's only a certain amount of tickets. You can only go with tickets in this thing. I don't get it. Tickets. It's a graduation, for God's sakes.
God, the amount those college degrees cost. Can't give away a few
$1
more
billion.
tickets. Yeah, literally. All the student loans. I feel for people in the US going to college because it sounds like you go into a lot of debt for the privilege.
It's a racket.
It's a racket. You are not wrong. This lock is indeed very beautiful, but we also got this release this week. Again, a Marvel release. This is a Mech Strike Black Panther, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. I was honestly thinking that this figure would probably cancel because I never heard much about this figure. Because it was announced, there was not much hype around this. I don't know if they really reached the pre-orders for these. Apparently they did. It's a unique figure. It's a transformer basically, right? But do you have any interest on this, Alan?
I have to be honest. I remember when it was announced and I thought, okay, that's an interesting concept. Totally forgot this was even a thing until it released. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. We're breaking the Star Wars streak with this one. I'd love to know in the chat how many people have actually pre-ordered. Not maybe I'll get it if the price drops. Like, who has this pre-ordered? Because I don't know. And I mean, I don't want this to sound crass because I'm not intending it, but it feels like there was a time where Hot Toys realized Black Panther things were going to be a bit of a commodity because Chadwick Boseman very much loved. And I think, you know, they obviously redid that Black Panther figure. I think that did sell quite well. I don't know that this is the droid people were looking for, to use a Star Wars reference to get people off my back for 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Would they have made a lot of these? Was this something that's pre-ordered? Because it's just a concept thing, right? Like, this isn't from anything. And I kind of think that if they were going to do something a little bit out there, maybe the what if, and if I'm trying to remember this correctly, if I'm wrong, apologies. Was there not in What Ifs the first series a version of Star-Lord that was Chadwick Boseman? I think that would have been a really cool thing to do that people might have had a little bit more interest in. Whereas this, it's like, well, what is it? What do you display it with? You're putting this with your Black Panther collection. It doesn't really fit in. So I don't know. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, it's nice that they're doing things that are different. But if they're doing things that are different, it would be nice if it kind of fit in with other displays and other collections. Because what are you doing with this otherwise?
You know, if you like look at this figure in detail, every speck, tiny bits, it's a beautiful piece. I get it, but let's look at it as a whole. Honestly, it looks like a Kmart toy that you get your kids. You know, like some kind of Transformer toy. But I don't think like Hot Toys should. I don't. I mean, Joel, you said it. We didn't believe this one would be released. We would have thought this one would have been out like for a cutting board like months ago, but apparently they chose to make this. So my question is, are you guys gonna make more of this? You guys think this is gonna sell? Like, make a Captain America version or Iron... Oh, well, we do have an Iron Man, but like something like that. Like, I'll be really curious if the market is out there for this kind of line. You know, a lot of people, like, because, you know, on streams, people in the, you know, on the West say, you know, well, at least in Asia, people will get this. Well, at least in here in Korea, no one's getting this. So I gotta ask Joao, is China getting this? Or is, you know, Australia getting this?
But people say that about Iron Man, and then like the Sicarian Iron Man got cancelled, and that's where I went, oh my god, because everyone was always like, Iron Man, Money in the Bank, they're gonna go to that well every single time because it always sells. Like, we learnt that there's a limit. There actually is a limit as to what even Iron Man collectors are prepared to buy, which I thought was so interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this being a mech, you gotta... I would think that, you know, the Asian market would be all over this. Like, Japan would be into it. Look at the Mech Ninja Turtles. Like, people went crazy for those Ninja Turtles, you know? And that's not something that I would get, but they still ended up being quite popular. And being able to have, like, first, yes, this figure looks beautiful. And the little details with the Wakandan writing all over it, and having a little Black Panther pilot it is pretty cool. And definitely not for everybody, but if you are a Black Panther fan and are into the Gundam and like Robotech and everything, I would think that's why it's still available, or it made its quota because of you know, because of the desire of mech stuff. But you might be able to get it on the secondary market, you know. Like, the value might not go up, let's just say. Right. You might be able to pay the retail for it, or a little bit more than retail for it. I mean, granted, a lot of the Transformers people aren't going to be seeing this, because if you're like a real hardcore Transformers fan, you're just like on all of the Transformers boards. You're watching the YouTubers that are into the Transformers, like Jobby and Thu. God, I forgot what his channel is. Anyway, those guys. So, but I think showing that this actually made it through and hit the numbers, and we don't know everything that happened with the cancellation of the Iron Man, the Sicarian Iron Man. But yeah, if like, I guess if like the first few weeks or month, your sales, like they're low, you're just gonna be like, you know what, let's just scrap it. But this, I don't see, you know, I can see why it did make it through. Let's just say, I see why it made it through. So,
you know, Costa, like, you made a great point about the Gundam and like these, you know, mech market, because the Gundam market is kind of interesting. Gundam kind of started making these sort of die-cast figures, and they're very limited, and these are very huge pieces, and they sell, I think on like retail should be around like 1.5k, and like after market price is like double. So if you compare to that, and you have that kind of huge market, Gundam market is huge, and people look at this and say, well, this looks like, you know, it kind of feels hefty, and it kind of looks all die cast, which is not. And it only costs like, what does this cost? Like, what, 450, 400, something like that? I don't know, but like, for them, it could be something really cool in a very reasonable price. So yeah, I think Costa, like, that was a good point. The market could be there. So if this could be like surprisingly do okay, not like well, but okay, and then it could push Hot Toys to venture a little deeper, a little bit.
And there are other, like the Mech Strike comic. There are plenty of mechs in there, and even Funko Pop did a line of Mech Strike Funko Pops. So, people are aware of them. So hopefully, yeah, it's $460 on Sideshow, and I'm trying to double check to see if there's any. I don't think there's any die cast on this. Oh wait, contains die cast material. It does. So some parts, maybe hopefully the joints are like, you don't want those to like rip off, especially if you're transforming. Could you imagine? You're like, now I might have a $460 paperweight that does nothing. Boo!
So yeah. Great points.
Bob Dylan saying that we'll find this one on the tertiary market.
Yeah.
Issue big books. If it was actually 1/6, and it could have been cool because we never got the Panther Buster before. Not into a rooted red dress, Harley Quinn would be getting for sure. Last I saw it was waitlist on Sideshow. Fizzy Figures in the house. How are you, Fizzies? Last I saw it was waitlist on Sideshow and sold out on BBTS and one or two on Kong retailers. So maybe this will be hard to find one later on.
Could be.
This is most likely how Hot Toys will handle a Galactus in the future. When he is introduced, they would include MSU characters in micro scale to go with it. Ooh. The Mech Strike line struck out. What did we got more besides this? We got only Star Wars, right?
Yeah. Nothing this week.
No, it was the Scout Trooper. The release.
Warning, Helen.
Yeah.
The Scout Trooper. Why you say morning, Ellen?
I said warning.
No, I want to see his ear. I don't want to see.
Face.
It's been a rough day, Costa.
Well, dental work. That's
it's not
pretty
fun.
rough.
No, it's not fun.
So this is the place that Christian, you are going there this weekend. Is this one, right? This store. This is a new store in Seoul.
Oh yeah. It's right, almost at the center of Seoul, and it's a pretty big. What do you call them? One of those department stores. So like they got tons of room. I'm guessing this will be pretty fancy place to visit. So yeah, I'm kind of planning. I'm planning to like visit there ASAP. I mean, hopefully this weekend, but if not, next one maybe. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what they have there.
They have these cos babies.
Amazing. I was gonna say, Joe, I was probably gonna ask you to get those Donald Duck cos babies for him if they're there. So keep an eye out, Christian.
They have them here. Look at this. You have Spider-Man, Venom. You have Goblin, you have Doc Ock, you have the Miles Morales Gwen, and also the other Spider-Man. Let me see. Normally, you see, you have there in the corner, you have Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, Loki, President Loki, and the Scarlet Witch.
You know, but like normally looking at this right now, and I'm just realizing this.
Oh, Star Wars.
I'm now worried because we never had a offline store. Now we here, Koreans, could be starting to line up for limited editions, like, in Hong Kong. That would be fun.
You think this one will be let me see.
It's not a pop-up store, I don't think. It's like a locked-in store, so...
No, it's here. It's Sunday to Thursday, 10:30 to 8:30 p.m. and Friday, Saturday, the day before public holiday, 10:30 to 9 p.m. Yeah, this is a real store.
Yeah, it's a real store. So, it could be possible they could be releasing their exclusive figures with like a lineup. So, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that.
You can get all the kids to line up for the exclusives, Christian.
Yeah, I think it's funny is like Hot Toys always get they do a post announcing a new store in Korea and everything. I think it's cool, and then you see comments like, "Why haven't we gotten any figures or released this week?"
Ah, Jesus.
Phantom Menace stuff, Commando, Grievous. People angry because they want. Where is the Imperial Commando?
Really upset
Joao,
about
you
that.
know this. You know this. Collecting 101. Never look at comments. What are you doing? Come on.
No, I love to look at comments.
It's all Joao's
Civilization.
burner accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. And this is the Singapore one. Yeah, Alan, you were right.
Yeah.
This is the Singapore one.
Can somebody get me a 000 at a retail, please? And
Singapore
Costa?
one is much
Costa?
more
Yeah.
Let me know.
lively.
Oh, C3 Scissorhands. There he is.
This guy is dope as shit. I'm sorry for my French, but 000.
I think you will want this. I think you will want this cos baby. This the XL one, the Vader.
Okay,
I have
Costa,
the original first issue downstairs. This
You
is
wait
just
right there.
collected,
You
so
wait right there.
Christian's gonna bring his.
well, I have issue number 1 downstairs. You know about these like exclusives again. There was that guy in Hong Kong with like the 20 Umbra troopers in the, you know, they had that photo of the boxes stacked up at like a mall or something. Like, come on.
Yeah, I remember we streamed then, and I think Monica Do was in the comments saying that dude is like, you know, when the PS5 drops, when the exclusive night, like he just sounds like he has this whole army of senior citizens that when anything with value or collecting to it drops, they're there at the mall to get them all.
So it's good that we talk about this because many people talk about this guy that is a good person to buy figures and everyone. So, and how about this? William Wong also has dozens of boxes for him.
Jesus.
So what is the difference of William Wong and the scalper? It's the same.
He is a
He's
scalper.
saying here, securing some
scalper.
orders for the Hot Toy Star Wars exclusive. 4 more hours to go. So far so good. Looks like everyone 000 order will be secured at this rate. Look at the amount of stuff he has here.
Listen, it depends on what he's charging for them. Like, is it
Right.
like $50 more? Is it like
No,
a
it's a
small
lot.
amount or you
Oh, it's a
lot
lot,
more.
really?
But I
Yeah,
see many
because-
people. But I see many people talking about the William Wong is the thing. Is in the end is a scalper like like any other Hong Konger.
Yeah,
There's no
he's a
difference.
reseller. It's not. It's
That's
not. Like,
Reseller.
thing.
Okay, reseller. I will not say scalper. Reseller. Okay.
Because this is the
Yeah,
thing
but
for
like-
us, in Australia, he's the gateway, right? Like, and this is the
Yeah.
thing, you have to collect.
I would buy from him if I was in Australia.
Well,
Don't
but
get
this
me
is
wrong.
the thing, like you have to decide if you're willing to pay the price. Because I know for me, Artisan Wonder was totally interested when I saw close to $1,000 Australian. I was like, guess what? I'm not so interested. Because I won't pay that much for it's all pleather. It's going to disintegrate in my hands one day. So this is the thing. It's that you get in quick with him, you're getting that surety of the stock. You're not having to go onto Sideshow's website for us in Australia. You're not having to deal with fluctuating exchange rates. It's a safe bet. You're paying for the premium. I get it. Some people do that. It's not for me, but it is the same. It's the same. Of course it is.
I mean, for people in Australia, I think makes total sense because your taxes are completely crazy, and the time you need to wait.
Same with
If I
Europe.
was in,
like,
if I was in Australia, I tell you, if I was back in Europe at this point in time, I would already not collecting.
Yeah, Europe,
It's impossible
Australia,
to collect there.
tax is just
It's
insane.
impossible. All my friends that get hot toys now know, but they all were buying from Toys Wonderland. That was the best deal they could get, and with DHL shipping, that was the best deal they could get. You know how much time I have a friend that waited for Thanos, the end game, after releasing Sideshow in Europe. He waited releasing Sideshow and more 1 year and a half was when the distributor
wow.
over there in Portugal received the endgame Thanos.
Nice.
When that endgame Thanos was already going for 50% off on Sideshow or 40% off, is when not only the waiting time but the taxes and the prices. If you want to buy, let's say, a normal figure that normally is $280 in Sideshow in Europe is always 350, 360 euros. It's completely overpriced. So everyone was buying from Toys Wonderland because they would pay less, and with the HL shipping. Everyone, Toys Wonderland was very big in Europe because many people were buying. Europe, Sideshow and Hot Toys works horrible in Europe. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. They still didn't get a way to work the European market. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they are happy with only North American and Asia. For them, maybe it's enough.
They should set up a camp. They should set up a warehouse there. I mean,
you don't. For example, you have other country that is huge, Brazil, that there's a huge amount of collectors, and there is not one official Hot Toys distributor in Brazil. They need to buy all from these Hong Kong people, and you have huge amount of collectors over there. South America, they don't care about South America Hot Toys. I don't know why
it really doesn't make sense. I just can't even try to explain why that is.
As a member of LWO, I feel offended that our Latinos are not getting their figures.
I concur.
It's life.
You're an honorary member of LWO?
I'm what?
You're Portuguese. That's not I'm saying you're an honorary member. Like they dubbed you. They dubbed you.
I'm in the belt. So Christian is also a member of LWO, and he's I know. You know why I'm in the belt? Because
why?
I speak Spanish better than any of them, and all of them are actually Latin. Marco, can you speak Spanish, right? Yeah.
I heard he wasn't too fluent.
Red is more Latino than half the fools, including me. Okay. Cholula. Jesus. I even don't know what's that.
I love Marco's response.
Yeah, he confirms I'm more Latino than half of them there.
Don't want to confuse people, but so how many languages do you know? You said like 5 one time, right? You said 5?
Did I say 5? Portuguese?
Yeah.
I would not. I can say I speak English because it's a very.
No, English counts.
English counts.
English, Spanish,
Mandarin.
No more. It's 4.
Oh, it's 4. Okay, dude. More than one is great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure all of us on this panel speak more than one language, right?
And I can speak Russian.
Okay.
That's the biggest.
English was not my first language. if we're gonna be honest,
Same here.
Yeah, until I went to kindergarten, I only knew Greek. So that's just how it is. When both your parents are from Greece.
I think Helen, can you speak Greek? I don't think you can, right?
Mate, I've spoken Greek on the stream. What are you talking about?
Fremalaka.
Αυτό voidis acoustile όλη την ώρα βλακίες.
I'm gonna clip that.
Κάθε μέρα.
I'm gonna add that to the intro. You're welcome, Joe.
Now they are talking Greek.
We're starting up GWO, so get ready.
Get ready.
Yeah, we are. Oh my god, too much. Greeks have too much attitude. The internet couldn't handle us.
Too much. It'd be one really loud stream.
Oh my god. I used to like I used to walk home like after work when I still lived with my parents from like the bus, and I'd be like a house away and I could hear my parents and I'd be like, oh my god, what are they arguing about? And I'd go into the house and I'd be like, what's wrong? And they're like, we just have a conversation. What is your problem? And I'm like, dude, half the street can hear your conversation because you are loud and Greek. Bless your heart.
But it's normal in Greek to speak louder. It's
so loud. Very loud.
I would have people ask me, "Why are your parents fighting?" And I would have to tell them they're not. They're just talking about their day.
It's just they're just animated talkers, 100%.
So it's just like is the tone and the volume that it's higher
and
than
the
normal?
hand movements and
Yeah.
the
a lot of hands.
Is it more than like
Hands.
Italians or like?
we don't do this. We're more like everything else.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's so much.
That's why Randall needs some arms so he can start.
No.
Yeah, he's got arms some.
He can embrace his heritage.
Jesus Christ, shiny. What's this? All artisan figures should have at least 3 testicles.
Dude.
Why? This because of Bob Dylan. Because Bob Dylan right here a comment saying someone has 3 testicles. I don't know where did this come from.
I don't know.
Star Wars Universe.
There
If prices get any idea in Australia from pop culture, then I'm seriously going to be done with Hot Toys. Standard figures are pretty much 500 Australian dollars now. Yeah, I completely understand it, and I think Hot Toys really should do something about this. They neglect Hot Toys neglect all of these, right? Not Hot Toys announce, produce. Oh Jesus, what is doing? The middle finger is to me.
He's being Greek.
Oh, he's being Greek.
There you go.
You're on mute though, Costa. I think can't hear you.
But he's not.
I was
Randall.
so well. Someone was talking and I couldn't hear, and I was upset.
Hey, Malaka! Look at this. Take my finger. Shove it up your ass. No, I love you, Brenda. I love you so much. That's why I like to be on your show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this Randallism.
But I have arms. Look at this. I have arms. Sometimes I have a condition where I talk, but my mouth does not move. You know, it's crazy. And now I have an accent. What the hell is going on here?
You know, Costa,
I'm giving Randall a Greek accent.
It's beautiful.
How you doing?
I need a puppet.
Thank you very much.
I need a
Thank you
puppet
very
just like
much,
that
everybody.
for my class.
Thank you.
Third party Grover needs to shield. Jeez.
Hey! There's no third party Grover here. I'm Grover. No, I'm kidding. I'm just doing my Grover. That's all right.
I have to say,
Sorry.
Costa, and I mean this as a compliment. Sometimes when you're doing voices, you sound like Gene from Bob's Burgers, and I absolutely freaking love Bob's Burgers. And there's times where I'm like, oh, he sounds like Gene. I love it.
Yeah, I should work on. Yeah, Gene. Yeah, I should work on it. Should work on my impressions. Look, do or do not. I'm Rand. Oh, look, Star Wars.
Hey, here we go.
Man, I had an idea this week and I want to see who agrees with me. So everyone here, this is an idea that Marco, you can literally go, I look like Ernie.
What?
You should show them your modeling photo, Joao.
My what?
Ooh,
Your modeling photo with the brochure. He's doing hands. He's like. You should show that. You should show us.
Is this like a portrait photo?
What we share in private talks are not meant to be shared on public streams.
Just when it's
Okay,
about you,
so
right? Everyone
listen-
else. You showed my passport on the stream last time, dude.
I showed what?
You showed my passport.
I showed your passport.
He doesn't
Yeah, you were
remember.
scrolling through Facebook and you're like, oh, look, this is Helen's passport.
Oh, yeah,
She's
but-
going,
but-
yeah.
But the passport only, not only the cover. Okay,
You give
let
me-
me speak about
ahead.
this now. This moment is important, and everyone here in the chat, you guys need to tell me if you agree with me or not. I have this amazing idea. This will change the way we collect. Everyone was complaining about this Scout Trooper from Jedi Survivor, that they did the Scout Trooper. Where's Call Kestis? There's no Call Kestis. We need Call Kestis. Okay, so what if Hot Toys did this Scout Trooper, And the people that pre-order the Scout Trooper, when they receive the Scout Trooper in their home, inside the box, in the display base, under the display base, there will be a code. And that code is the code that you would need to use to pre-order Cal Kestis when they announce. If you don't have that code, you cannot pre-order. And they should do this from now on. Every figure from a line would have a code under the display base, and you could only pre-order the next figure they announce when you insert that code. The code will be unique to each figure, and the codes will be in the figure that you pre-order. If you didn't pre-order, you would not have the code. This will change the way we collect. What do you think?
It would.
Costa
Don't give them ideas. What the hell are you doing?
I would love to hear Randall's thoughts on this.
What? You want what?
I would love to hear Randall's thoughts on this matter. Like, this is...
You would go to Sideshow, pre-order Cal Kestis. Please insert your code. You need to go to the display base of the other figure. Insert the code. If you try to play with the codes and you miss the code 3 times, you would be banned from Sideshow. Your account would be banned, and you could not create an account because they will ban your address for 1 year.
Jesus.
What are you, crazy? What? Did something happen to you?
No one is supporting me.
Collecting?
6-scale collector, worst idea ever.
You hate collecting,
That's
sir.
like the worst idea. That guy Mark bred a lot of hate incoming, probably.
It's like Tesla making you get a subscription for heated seats. It's ridiculous.
I heard
Those
about
are all
that.
ridiculous.
What the hell is that about?
God, why do I
cheaper
need...
box factory to get the codes. I just
no,
thought because you know why I had this thought, because Hot Toys sometimes they are like seems like they are they don't move forward in fear that there will be not enough pre-orders, so they just send this Scout Trooper from the game and like, let's see if this sticks. Probably no one pre-ordered this, and maybe they thought, oh, if no one wants this from the game, they also don't want Cal Kestis.
We also have to remember, doesn't Disney and
Oh
Lucasfilm
Jesus,
have
bro,
to
collector.
decide?
Sometimes ideas should just stay quiet in our heads and not be shared. Sorry, but I need to.
Doesn't sometimes Disney and Lucasfilm decide what can be released and what cannot be? Because that whole dark side thing was not just a Hot Toys thing. It was across the spectrum of toys and collectibles, because Lego has the dark side.
Exactly.
And so in Funko, they all have the whole dark side thing, and maybe they were only allowed to release certain figures, or they were given a list and they're like, hey, this is what you can release. And for this, even though it's part of Jedi Survivor, all they did was like pop on a pauldron, give a different accessory, right? And it's voila, Scout Trooper, we got like 6 billion of them sitting in the back. Let's this is all speculation by me, guys. You know that. But Cal Kestis might not have been approved yet, right? Like, this is the little dip in the water. Just because if you buy it or you don't buy it, I don't think that will determine Cal Kestis, because this is a trooper. Only certain people collect. I don't really collect troopers. Do you collect troopers? I know Allison, like, she's got, that's all she collects. Just like Clone, Troopers, Shadow Trooper, Purge Trooper, you know. But do you guys,
I don't have many. I have around 12 troopers, I think, or 13.
Yeah, so I don't have, like, the only, like, troopers or clones I have are named troopers or clones. I don't really, although I will be getting the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper. You need at least one classic one, especially if OT is like your thing. So I will grab one of those. But this saying that Cal Kestis, they might not go through with this line, I don't think that's 100% true based on the sales of this, because this has got two things. One, in particular, certain people collect it, and two, it's really, I just have one Only certain people collect these. So yeah, and there's some people that probably got like double. No, you wouldn't get doubles because you can get the regular one. Why would you want 2 captains or whatever this one is? Commanders. I don't know, but
I think
anyway,
I think this one is non-needed for anyone at this moment. I don't know.
Yeah,
Star Wars collectors already have Skull Troopers.
Yeah, plenty of Scout Troopers.
Think...
You can get the Pauldron probably pieced out from the Sand Trooper, and then pop on the Pauldron, voila, and you can easily scan and print that, 3D print it and paint it. But listen, I gotta go. This was an absolute pleasure, and if I can do it again, I will. Normally I'm working. I'm sitting at my desk watching you guys. I love you guys.
Let us know.
I'm gathering Helen doesn't like Disney World or doesn't plan on going to Florida. I don't know.
No, I'm not a huge amusement park person because I get really badly motion sick. So I'm not a huge go on rides, but also everything I've heard about Disney is like you got to queue for 3 days to do the things. And I'm going, well, is that the best use of my time? But before you go, Costa, really quickly, I just want to do a plug for you, my friend, because Costa has channel memberships. And if you're like me and you used his video to make an awesome garage shelf, throw Costa some love. No, seriously, because I saved $1,000 using these tutorials. So to throw Costa a few bucks a month, to me, was a no-brainer. And I know so many people have built these garage shelves, and that list of channel members is not as long as I would like it to be. So if you've used Costa's videos, consider throwing him a channel membership, because the guy is giving time and resources to build all this stuff and make the mistakes so we don't have to make them. So we should all be collegiate, support our collectors that are giving us amazing information to make our collections better. So throw him a sub. I did. No brainer. Please and thank you. Costa's amazing. Love you.
You're going to make me cry.
We couldn't have,
thank you
we couldn't
so
have
much.
Said better.
But yeah, and then I'm making this right now live every week, though tomorrow there will be no live because I will be at a graduation. But yes, this is going to be the ultimate Grail case. Nice. We're going to be putting the top and bottom panels on next week, which are going to be acrylic, so we can have light shine through and above and underneath. So yeah, so come follow me, join me. There's also going to be this is the latest video that's going to come up. It's the platform. It lights up. It also has this special black acrylic. It's really fucking cool. I can't wait. Anyway, such a pleasure. Joao, love you. Christian, love you too. Well, I love all of you. So yeah. You guys have an amazing rest of the show and weekend. I will see you guys soon.
You too.
Like Six Collector said, Costa is a king. His work has changed his collecting community.
100%.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Now I'm just going to leave here on a high.
You need to go to a graduation. You need to leave
I
in a high.
know. It's going to be like it's going to be a super good weekend. So, yes. Thank you. Kalinita to you guys all the way on the other side of the world.
What you said?
Kalimera.
Well, Kalimera here. Kalinita to you guys.
Yeah.
Kalinita. Kalimera, Kalinita. Kalimera.
Right. Talk to you later.
Awesome.
Bye.
See you, Costa. Bye, Randall.
Kalimera.
What a treat to have Costa on. He's such a legend.
I know. I mean, was that like scheduled?
Surprise.
Was it like a surprise?
No, it was a surprise. He messaged me saying he was not working today.
I loved it.
So it was cool. Anyway, I think we are also wrapping up here. Unless you have anything more you want to talk. Oh, but we have here a Greek now, right?
Hey.
I don't know what's this. I have no idea. EA, it's in the game.
Is that really Greek?
I don't know. This Ellen can tell us, not me.
I think he's saying Ella Elava. My reading of Greek is not amazing. I have to be honest.
I don't see L, but you pronounced it, so okay.
Yeah, Greek letters are
here.
a bit funky.
Nereas 1986. How are you? Helen is Greek too. Speak with him in Greek. Say something.
Πού μένεις, είσαι στην Ελλάδα, είσαι αλλού στη γη, πού μένεις εσύ? Θέλω να ξέρω, εγώ είμαι στην Αυστραλία, αλλά οι γονείς μου είναι από την Ελλάδα. This is amazing.
Let me translate. So Ellen just said, I'm also from Greece, but I live in Australia. It's so cool to see you here.
Yeah.
I need to try harder. I need to see a
He said,
Korean
yes,
here.
yeah, he's Greek.
Yeah, LA lover. Like, go Greece. Amazing.
Amazing,
I'm still so
right?
keen to know where you are, because we had another Greek collector before, a couple weeks ago. This is so
Ellen,
cool.
beautiful. I live in Greece, he says.
I don't
Cool.
speak it that well, so I'm no poster child of speaking Greek. Oh, you're in Greece, awesome. My whole extended family is in Greece, so I try to maintain my language skills, but they're not amazing.
But you live in Australia, go figure.
I do.
Ellen, beautiful language.
Oh,
It is a very beautiful language.
I feel like one day Costa and I should just stream in Greek to really confuse everyone. I think that would be cool.
That'd be something.
Anyways, sorry.
Ellen is secretly an Amazon incognito.
I wish. I wish I was taller.
So,
is there anything more you want to talk? Because I know Christian voice is not that good. Helen is tired, and I also don't want to keep you guys here. Anything more you want to add, or we are going to wrap up from here?
Well,
this moment.
Apologies for the low energy coming in from the stream. I know, but like I'll try better next time. Right?
Oh, is that the 000 in your front?
000. I love him.
Oh,
I love him. He's just beautiful. Like the
So now-
badassery of C-3PO, this version is just like out of this world. I can't stop looking. I mean, Joel, you need to pick this guy up.
Is that that is your third 3PO, right? Because you have the Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
You have this one.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning, because I just like this whole week I didn't have much time, but I just came home, and then when I have like 30 minutes, I opened like one figure at a time, and that was like the Jedi C-3PO, and he's lovely too. And then Vader, it was last time with LWO. There was something I still have like Padme to open, and like what I feel like there was something else, but like yeah, there's like it's been a wonderful week. I mean, it's been busy, but yeah, at the same time.
So
this guy
let me tell me one thing. So this is this is heavier than the Attack of the Clones, right?
Oh, is it heavier?
Isn't this diecast?
It is. I
The
mean,
Attack of the Clones is diecast too.
that's that cast too. Like I can like feel it when it's kind of like not chilly. Like it's the same thing. Like the only body, like the torso parts are die cast. I think the legs could be die cast on the thigh, maybe.
100 hot toys.
Yeah, but other than that, I think like it's mainly plastic.
I upload
but
some
it is
to my
very.
What's your YouTube
hefty.
channel? Let us know here. We share with everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
You have a YouTube channel. Share
That's
here
awesome.
the YouTube channel.
that's awesome.
Just upset Christian doesn't want to use my names for Star Wars characters.
What was that?
Christian got 2 figures, and I've renamed both of them, and he and Joao just act like my amazing new names to them haven't been said, and it upsets me. Because I think C3 Scissorhands is amazing. And then you got the Bantha, and I call that Star Wars Snuffleupagus, but they just block me in the chat. They just don't want to acknowledge.
Christian got the Bantha. Christian got the Bantha, the Modging Toys Bantha.
Thanks to Joao, by the way.
It's still in my home, and that's a huge box.
I
that
still think
Bantha
you
is
should do a
beautiful.
review on that. Seriously.
No,
Because
no,
there's
no.
no one reviewed it, and it seems like it's so worthy. Cause it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, but it's too much hair, and it's too big.
Oh my.
You need a
Joe
banana,
Shy.
Christian. I agree with Bob Dylan.
Hey,
Eat
I
it
forgot my banana today.
button on your way out. Exactly, Bro Collector. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry. about that idea before. I know you were not very happy with my idea. Breaking the norm, no need for apology. Enjoy the stream as always. Thank you so much. Feel better, Christian, João, Ellen. Have a great weekend. You too, Figurecraft. Let me know
bro.
if normally this hour works for you, because it will be cool to have you here. Also, we want to talk with you about your space and everything.
Absolutely.
AJ Agruza, take care, friends. Have an amazing one. And TXPoy210 is laughing his ass off because of something, I don't know why. Anyway, guys, we are going out from here. Next week we will be back on Friday, as always. Probably with, I guess, with one more artisan coming. Can it be Captain Marvel that Helen is waiting so much?
Me and Bobby, mate, we're ready.
Or maybe a new Star Wars.
My point. Yeah, another Star Wars.
No more Star Wars.
General Grievous.
Oh, Jesus.
Good weekend, guys. Don't forget, tune in for LWO tonight, 10:30 p.m. EST, in this very channel. We will have a lot to talk about, and we will talk about Superman, the new photo that appeared. We are going to talk about the Scarface from Blitzway. We are going to talk about the God Loki, and we are going to talk about the Wrench, as always.
Yes.
We always talk about the Wrench.
Yes.
Don't forget, LWO in this channel, 10:30 p.m. EST. We will see you next week. Have a beautiful weekend, alone or with your family. And we will see you again soon. How should I end this stream? Let me choose
My hand
here.
hurts.
I don't care.